All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started today. Start those engines and let's go. In other words, what are you doing today? What did you do yesterday, today, tomorrow? What is your plan? Do you really want to go get it? Or are you going to be a procrastinator too? There's no reason to be that. Now, when you got the American dream, now tablet and pen, all right, no pictures, no recording. Write it down, put it here. That's the goal. By the way, we always have to start with today's date. We have to have a timeline for everything. Then we have to look at the end of the year. Now, there's one of the front doors of the biggest house in Huntington Harbor. All right, one of the 6 mansions. There's one of the 3 yachts. How about the big building and one of the Lamborghinis too? Heck, if I can do this, so could you. But can I get you to listen and learn and play the game? It's pretty simple to do. Remember that procrastination thing? We're going to throw that away. Time, I don't control it, but neither do you. Bottom line today is pretty simple. We can't waste a second of the day because we have to take every moment that God gives us and make sure we don't waste it. We don't know when time's over, like me when I died in a coma in 2009. They called the time of death at 5:41, July 5th, 2009, 12 years ago. But me, I started my journey when I was born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. Bottom line is, she didn't want me. She threw me away. The next family took me and dropped me off at Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30 in the morning and picked me up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I learned to steal and beg and eat out of a trash can. I think it kind of sucks. But you know what God gave me? A brain with an IQ off the chart with total recall. I learned to read at 2.5 years old. I got my first 100,000 as a kid. I got a million at 14, double billion 26. Not too bad. Let's see what we're going to do. Now, what I did that day when I was 7.5 years old, listening to that poker game they had every Wednesday night, the grown-ups going blah, blah, blah. They did say one time that a corporation's a legal person. I wanted out of hell so bad. I wrote it down. I circled it 10 times. They told me I was weird. I went to the Torrance Police Department the next day because there's a library next door. Ride my little bicycle. I asked the lady there, I said, what does this mean? She says, here's some microfilm here, book. So I read the book, all right, and then I got pissed off. You see, I was looking for a blueprint, rules and tools, the instruction manual, kind of like what you've been looking for in your life too. I went back to the library almost every day till I was 9.5. I connected the dots. Isn't that fun? You see, I'd sent away a little money order at 9.5, and that changed everything for me. You got a corporation today, if you can give it a blueprint and give it life, sorry. It's going to sit there going, beep, 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 beep. That's it. 9 out of 10 people set it up every day, and they don't know what's next. Let's win the battle. Let's learn to play. Mine was first corporation was Helping Hand Industries. You know, back then they're sending credit in the mail. I got $100,000. I got named in the movie Dave. You know what? At 14, I had my donut chain going crazy. My cleaning company and my inventions too. I brought in $1 million. My first car I bought, all right, was a Quintos Lamborghini. What did you get? Getting past go. Write it down. I'll show you the Lamborghini collection, the Duffy, the 6 mansions. How I broke the record in 1981. It's the highest kick on the planet. I just wanted to prove why men do jump and stupid people say we don't. I parked my race boat in my backyard. How about the helicopter? How about the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor too? How about the 3 yachts? What about the Ferraris as well? I don't get it. All I had with me was God in me. Can you write down and raise rules today and learn to play? First, July 4, 2009, took up the yacht with a group of people. Here I am the next day in a coma. I heard the doctor say to my wife he's going to die. She screamed her head off. Someone we trusted tricked her to sign a POA that day, power of attorney. He stole everything we had. I died at H1N1 pandemic 9, but God gave me another chance to come back that day. Now your problem is the lack of knowledge. Sorry to say, you bring the pain home time after time again. I'm going to give you the rules and tools you need at 18 years old. Is that okay? Ultimate goal. We got to talk about your credit first. You see, I got to make you a qualified CFO. And here's the federal law, Federal Trade Commission. Credit repair is a fraud. All right? Your credit's not broken. It has to be rebuilt. They can't even collect money up front, but they do it every day. Now, getting to know me, not hard to do. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough years ago. Your security chief into your W experience too. Today, if you write down Credit Services Act, I'll train you a little bit, and you'll get that page I just showed you too. Excellent thing, simple. They talk about the Credit Repair Organization Act. Look at that. It'll say attorneys can't do credit repair. See, your credit's not broken. You got to build a relationship and dream. Work. Or you got the books and CDs on some shelf doing what? Nothing? See, the problem with people selling things, they're not willing to hold your hand personally. They just want your money and go bye, bye, bye. Me, I want to play with you at least 90 days, maybe a lifetime too. That information was provided by the Federal Trade Commission, by the way. Ultimate goal, every seminar, workshop, a boot camp, you're stuck with me. Could you imagine I can make every one of you a millionaire corporation? But again, you'd have to follow through too. Now, you got 4 ways to get to millionaire status. It's only simple to do. All you got to do is win the lottery tonight, or basically inherit the money, or get a big damn raise. Well, that hasn't worked so far, has it? How about you let me rebuild your life in 90 working days? All right, I'm called the Millionaire Maker too. So guess what we get to do? There's 1,000 steps you got to do. That's all it takes. You can't even screw it up. So the first thing we got to look at is this. I want to give you the first 25 steps today. Is that okay? Number 1, I want you to go to raisecredit.com. I want you to clickety-clack and get your credit reports for free. Give me the report numbers in the right-hand corner. All right, that's step number 1. From there, I want to ask you a question. Why do you have a Social Security card? Why do you have a Social Security card? Why do you have an SSS, an SSN? Why? Can you pull out of your personal wallet now, please? I would like you to read it today. That's step number 2. I want you to understand it says do not laminate, do not use for ID purposes. And the ultimate goal even says it's property of not even you. Social Administration, by the way. You see, if you allow me, within 90 working days, every score can go up, up, and away. That's step number 3. Now, no case goes past 180 days unless you screw up more than you. Bottom line is I want to use the process of going after every creditor too. The ability to rebuild your credit. As an example, I got this client, 157 points. Here's the proof on Credit Karma because it's free. By the way, when it comes to rapid scoring that I created with Harold Stokes, Ken Yarborough 36 years ago for your mortgage companies, I also created Rapid Refresh. This is where if you got crap on your credit report, I get to tear apart your credit report. I get to block your crap and build you some credit during the process of rebuilding you. For instance, an unsecured credit card and 4 collection accounts. From there, 480 to a 701, all the accounts I got them to. Ultimate goal, late on their car payment, 571, 11 collection accounts. I still got them $3,000 after we readjust this as well and negotiate the debts. So if we do credit rebuilding, a rapid rescore, the office is going to sell it for $9.98. It's a good price. But here's the problem. You're on a live webinar. I like doing webinars up to 3 times a day, Monday through Friday and all day Saturday. I don't like pre-recorded crap, by the way. Bottom line, on Saturday, I have tomorrow, I got 8 classes live. You want to play? You really want to learn what you've been looking for all your life, too? It's called Education Analyzation. It's at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But you don't have to go if you don't want to. Simple. The case will not go past 180 days. And my guarantee is I'm going to give you a $1,000 cash card. This is a Visa cash card back to you. I want to take away all your excuses. Okay, I'm sorry, half of you are lazy. The other half should be as crazy as me and go get it. Because you got no excuses after meeting me. During the webinar, now, 2. It's a written money back guarantee. The only thing you can do is screw up on you. You see, I don't like the hackers. See, all those hackers out there today, there's a problem. They're hacking credit bureaus. They're hacking credit cards and companies too. I like Zelle. See, Zelle is basically an instant transfer of money and they can't hack it. In other words, it protects you. Banks and credit unions use it all the time too. Take a picture of this page today. Zelle is simple. I'm the recipient and the email is ray@raisecredit.com, or you can bank transfer or deposit. Chase or B of A. Take a picture of that page today. You're going to need it too. Here's the problem with all of you. Sorry. You all added yourself to the national mailing list. You did it. You don't even know you did it too. That's why you got all that junk mail and half your robocalls. Why didn't you call 888-567-8688? And then opt out for 5 years. Step number 4. Let's get rid of all that junk mail starting today. Next, I need you to plan the problem. Hey, all right, if I talk to you today on the phone which I usually call people that don't sign up right away. What do? First thing is you're going to tell me your story. You're going to say someone knocked you down, got in the way, took it away from you too. Probably your friend and family member, by the way. Now, write down safety credit. These cards in my hand are $50,000 apiece. But the problem about personal credit, I can't write off the interest rate of the credit card. Take out the cards in your purse or wallet now. I want to stick you in the back of the card, limit 25, 29%. I want you to know the truth you'll never hear from anybody else besides me. The moment you take any credit card past 29%, all right, you basically jack up the credit, then you drop the score, you get stuck and you can't get any more. Why would you ever back yourself in a corner? Why would you ever back yourself in a corner and hurt your family? See, as a kid, I got used and abused, and that sucked. So I read 10 books at a time, and I memorize every damn thing because I don't want to go back to hell, and I don't back myself in a corner with the credit like you. You're not going to do that anymore. Got it? Now write down line of defense. Every city has grocery stores and banks that have been shutting down locations way before pandemic. They shut them down, they bankrupt them, take it off on their taxes, and because they screw up, they got a tax credit. When you screwed up, did you get a tax credit? Stick you behind the card, write down never bring the pain home again. Step number 5. You see, what happens when you lose your job, got an emergency, what do? Everybody does the same dumb thing. I was going to say stupid. It pisses me off. They run out of time, they run out of money, and then they jack up their credit in 42 days. Why that? Do people use their own damn money? I guess you never had to eat out of a trash can of being used and abused. See, I want to repackage your house, your car, your bank account. There's one of the mansions, that's the first car too, and there's one of the bank accounts too, with $1 billion in it. What's wrong with people? Cat. I built credit for my cat to pull that stunt off too. Hell, they got 9 lives, and that's it today, so will you. Inc. Magazine, look at it right there. How to finance anything by using plastic to finance your business. So this means if I use corporate credit, I get to write off the credit card and the line of credit. We get to write it off, I grow the business. And I didn't screw up the family. If a division screws up, I write that off too, just like every bank, grocery store, and city get to do. Rich and famous people. But you brought the pain home because you didn't know how to play. Now let's pretend today you need $5,000 now. Go ask your friends, the family, the bank. Go ahead. Hell, they're all going to say no. And one thing you all do is you waste $50 every other day. If I max out this card today, all right, it's $5,000. It's $50 a month. Well, the average person wastes on an every other day. They're going to maintain safety credit. Now let's go look at these cards one more time. If I max out one of these cards, the payment is $612.26. So if the average person truly is wasting $140 a week, $600 a month, I could have bought you 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-thru during a pandemic too, and stop wasting money and never bring the pain home again. Why'd you bring the pain home? Ask yourself that question again and again. Step number 6. Your choice is simple. I want you to reach all your goals. You see, I reached every goal I had by the time I was 26. We're talking $2.6 billion under corporate structure. You see, I don't get it. I believe in God and I believe in me. When I broke the world record for the highest kick, I just wanted to prove white men do jumping. Stupid people say we don't. We all got some stupid people in our life going, you can't do this or that too. God gave you a gift and a dream. Why don't you see it, believe, and go get it? Now let's go back to your SSN. You got an SSN like me. To get a job, fantastic. That's what we were told too. We all went, bah, bah, bah. We're a bunch of sheep. Then we got our SSN. We got our job. And you know what? We're going to get that big damn paycheck, and we got all the bills lined up for that week too. But you got to do tax. And then 1040 tax return. And then when you die, you get stuck into probate. Isn't that fun? Quack, quack, quack. Everybody's a damn duck. Today, when somebody sues you, you're not going to have to duck. You're going to learn to play the right way. You want to get one SSN. Damn. Quack, 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 quack. That's no fun. So guess what we get to do? We get to bring the pain home. Never again. We also got an SSN because we're the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, they've been printing money 24/7. Whee! By the way, I want you to write down Ray's rules. After you're going to go, no, stop it. Have you ever been afraid? You ever been afraid not to pay the car payment, house payment, the rent payment? The problem with you and every one of you, 71,000 of safety credit case blanket the fan, lost your job or a damn pandemic for 19 months. Stop using the wrong damn money in the first place. I don't understand. Are these suckers on? You've never had to bring the pain home since day one. I don't get it. I do not understand. It does not compute in my brain. Ray's rules. Step 7. Your choice is simple. Now give me your sad story. I got used and abused as a kid. Begged, stealed, eat out of a trash can. Then I'm in a coma at 5.5, told I'm never going to walk. But that voice inside from God said, get up! I got up as I crawled to the toilet to go pee-pee. Because she never showed up to help me, too. I got to die. Are you kidding me with billions helping people? But that's H1N1 pandemic 12 years ago. You know what? My life got stolen. What am I going to do? Go boo-hoo-hoo? No. I'm going to fight for my life again and again, too. There's my yacht. Show me yours. There's one of the race boats. Show me yours. There's a U-Dock. Huntington Harbor, largest one, period. There's the address, too. This picture, hell, I was dead. They're asking my wife if I'm a donor. Gonna rip out my heart, too. Luckily, God gave me a chance to go back. So pay attention today, please. You see, I got to walk around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. I put my score back to an 820. Then I popped a $1 million credit card again. Tell me how you're going to do it today. Come on. No matter how old you are, how are you going to go get what you want to go get today? You've been backing yourself in the corner. You don't know the damn rules. And piss it away like everybody else does. All right? Inherit the money. Piss it away. When they screw up, they get a tax bonus. They actually get a tax credit. You and I get this. What did you get? Boo-hoo. God's delays have never been God's denials. We're going to go get the money because that's what we need to do. Step number 8. Bottom line is, let's pretend today you're paying attention, all right, and you really want to go get $1 million. How about if I write you a check? Hypothetically, of course. Because I don't want to write you a check. You go piss it away like most men do. If I gave you a check for $1 million right now, what the blank would you do with the check? Tell me. You see, what you're going to do is, I'm going to put it in my personal bank account, Ray. Good for you. You get to keep $375, pay tax on the interest you earned, and you get to give the rest plus the interest to the IRS too. But if you had a corporation or a division of you, because the next thing is, well, Ray, the check's made to me. Do a division of you or incorporate you, stop the crap. There's no excuses. You got a choice. Corporation absorbs all the money. Pays no damn tax unless it has a leftover. That means you get a pension plan, annuities, profit sharing, medical, dental, life insurance, policy, company card, business trip, on and on. S says for is opportunity for the dream if you want to win the battle. But some of you are just lazy because the tax isn't due till next year. Then he gets $14 million to play with. But what did he do? He did it like most men do. He pissed it away, went to prison for 3.5 years and got 10 years probation too. See, stupidity. Look in your city today. Grocery stores, banks. Chase Bank, 63 locations shut down 2 years before pandemic. And not counting the hundreds in other states too. They shut it down. They bankrupted, got a tax what? They wrote up in their taxes, and on top of it, they got a tax credit for their loss. So they screwed up and got a tax bonus. Oh, good job for being a screw up. What do we get? Simple. They're using a branch number, tax ID, and subsidiary. Write it down. I created in '86 called divisions and tax ID. I didn't create tax ID, but the divisions play. Every division, when you get to the million, becomes a subsidiary too. You get to play with me. Step number 9. I'll bet you when you heard a city file bankruptcy in the past, you heard it. All right, what did you do? Nothing. The next day, after they blamed Robert Sitcron, I went down to the damn court, the federal court building. I wanted to see all the paperwork. How the hell they do that too? I've been analyzing everything since I was a kid, tearing it apart. United States of America Incorporated. They have 50 corporations called states. States have corporations called cities. Damn, they got their line of defense, but not you. You're sitting there, what? Gonna go boo-hoo-hoo? Chapter 9, bankruptcy. They invented it just in case the city had to file bankruptcy on the debt, stay in business. From now on, you got a bad day, you're not bringing the pain home. Not on my watch. 97, Apple was done. They were out of business. Mr. Bill Gates got indicted 4 times for being so damn smart. But what did he do? He wrote a check for $150 million. He saved their assets. Now they're worth trillions of dollars. And by the way, they never pay any damn tax because they don't have to. Now, write down bankruptcy. Now. Write it down. I want you to verify that I'm factually verifiable too. Google bankruptcy today. This will come up and it'll say, SSN. We're all a bunch of ducks. Quack, 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 quack. We only get one. No wonder everybody screws that up. But then it says SS4. Corporation, division, subsidiary more? Hell, sign me up for that too. See, you get more chances. You don't have to hurt your family. Why didn't you do this at 18? Why didn't you do this out of high school? I did it at 9.5. What's wrong with you? Are these turned on? Step number 10, by the way. Here's our lives, you and me. We're all quack quacks. SSN equals 1040. Tax. Probate 2. SS4, 1120. Oh, look at it says on line 10. Banking and credit purposes. Hey, this is the IRS public record. You get to choose. Stay being a duck, quack, 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 or learn to pay with SS4. But again, you can always be a duck. Quack, quack, quack. You've been a duck since you met me. Quack, 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 quack. You got tired of being a duck? You want to play? It's simple. You get 1 SSN, 1 chance to win. Quack, 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 quack. But an SS4 gives us the chance to try to win again and again, too, till we get it right. And we don't bring the pain home, because that's called stupidity. But again, what can I say? How are you going to do it again? Please tell me one of the ways. Win the lottery? Oh, goody. Inherit the money. Or you can get a big damn raise, or let me rebuild you in 90 days or less like a pizza. Again, no excuses. I'm having fun. What about you? You see, the greatest gift I got, even though I was being used and abused, is hearing a corporation's a legal person. All right? It's not legal advice. Hell, it's chapter 18. Look at it. Let's read it. It's defined as a corporation's a legal person may sue or be sued. That's all it said. Damn, what's my blueprint? What's my rules, my tools? Half of you have a corporation, you're going, in other words, you're not doing a damn thing right with it anyway. And when they sue it, they pierce the veil, come after you anyway. Oh, well, what can I say? Now, they're going to ask you if you need a corporation. Are you a member of the Better Business Bureau? Hell no, they're a fraud. Just Google, BBB got busted. They're the biggest piece of crap online in the world today. You got 10 million companies will not be blackmailed by them, from Walt Disney, KBC, Wolfgang Puck, on and on too. By the way, they were indicted federally 2013 and changed their name to Business Alliance BS. By the way, courts said, get the hell out of my city. I'm not making it up. Hell, it's in 2020 in CNN. I just want to tell you the truth. Now, I got to incorporate in 2019 Rich and Famous People, profit and nonprofit too. I even set up a program for people coming out of prison. Wow, free Ricky Ross after 20 years. I rebuilt his credit. I got him a gold and a platinum card, paid over $1 million, up to $1 million paid over time too. Would you like one or two? Let me know. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. I rebuilt him in 6 months. Now he's in the dump truck business. When they're dirty, they're making money. Made a couple million last year. Wow, beat your doubt, run your race, get the hell out of your own way. That's step number 11, by the way. Getting past go, I'll show you millions and billions of goodies that I obtained too. God's gift. Hey, one of the 6 mansions where I park my yachts and my race boats in the backyard. Where you park yours? I'm from Show Me State. Because I think most people talk about things that are blah, 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 full of do. Helicopter. How about one of the buildings, one of the Lamborghinis too? Why not? I wrote Winning the Game of Business 40 plus years ago. It's called Repackaged in America too. Because I want to repackage you. Now, I was at the Bonaventure every Wednesday night for 32 years. 7 o'clock, there was a line around the hotel to get hold of me. The Millionaires Founders kept winning the battle. Back then, 5,000, still 5,000 online. But the office, when the salespeople sell something, they add it for $9.99. I always give you half prices to cover shipping and handling. It's $4.99, but wait, there's more. I started that on my TV show years ago. By the way, 12 books, CDs, 1,000 steps and rules. You can't screw it up. All right, it'll get you exactly what you want, if not more. And then go to the workshops with me. But take a picture, Zell, if you want me to ship it today. I'm the recipient, Ray Reynolds. That's my name. Email address too, ray@racecarter.com. But again, if you don't, sit there. Be stuck. Go back to being stuck. Isn't that fun? Isn't it frustrating when you can't get what you want? But now I need you to listen seriously. I want you to change your driver's license to a P.O. box or mailing address, and I want it done today. But you got to do what you want to do. See, you wrote a check. What did they do? They took a picture. Your house got robbed the next day, didn't it? Don't you realize you should protect your assets using Ray's rules and never bring the pain home again? Maybe you want to use the Driver's Protection Act too. You can if you want to. Step number 12. Now, when I set up divisions years ago, in 86, multiple functions, disconnect, isolate, incorporate. From there, separate pieces. And on top of that, cash credit per division, because it's a legal person. Wow, that means I can get a card for the corporation, paid over time up to $1 million. I can get 9 sister cards too. Hell, let's have some fun. Rich and famous people do this every day. Cities do it, banks and grocery stores, but not you. You're too busy going boo-hoo-hoo. That's not going to happen anymore. I want properties in every division. I want a franchise too. If you screw up one, that's okay. You got 8 left to go. Let's go get another one, another one, another one, another one. You see, you've never had to bring the pain home. It's up to you. I wrote Become the Bank, Buckets of Money and Tax Balancing too. Now let's talk about your car. You ready? The car you drive today, remember when they sweated you for hours on end? You lost $5,000, got 9 inquiries too? They said, fill out the application. We got to run your credit. And what did you do? You filled it out. You signed it. You gave it back going, bah, bah, I'm a sheep. When you sign it, next to your signature, you're going to write down this allows 1 inquiry. You're going to take a damn picture. Got it? You're not going to let them use and abuse you again. Step number 13. By the way, that car shouldn't have been registered to you anyway because you're a duck. It should have been a fleet price tax ID and division. My way, it doesn't show up on personal credit reports. And it's a corporate write-off. I bet you got a business you're going to try to use your car as a write-off. Good luck for that. It's registered to you. You'll be arguing with your CPA to death all through the whole process. Now, if you got a repossession on your credit report, the IRS can give you a 1099-C. Congratulations again. I don't get it. You drive your car to the grocery store and the bank today, you got a little bumpity bump. What happens next? All right, it's simple. That person's going to act like they're going to die. Ah! They got to put on a show. Then they're going to ask for driver's license, insurance, registration, please. And then your heart falls out of your chest and say, Ray, should have listened to Ray. I hear that every damn day. Driver's license, home address, really? The insurance from that car today. You're paying it out of your paycheck, which is called taxable income. But a corporation could pay for it before tax was considered. Oh, well, no matter what I say or do today, you're still the registered owner. That's kind of dumb. Sorry. They're going to call one of those bloodsucker attorneys on TV. There's 44 of them go, I'm number 1, I'm number 1, I'm number 1. I wonder who's going number 2. Go through their freeway. Look at all the billboards. Ah! Why don't you think about what I would do? I register every vehicle to a division of a corporation. I want to make sure they get diddly squat. Hell, why not? But again, what can I say? The Ray's rules is a way of life to get $1 million to $1 billion. Step number 14. There's no excuses. Buy a car, fleet price tax ID, SS4 versus SSN. I teach it Saturday at the goal setting class step by step. It's tomorrow morning. But again, that's if you want to learn too. Now, I had my 17 houses 30 years ago too. It wouldn't give me number 18. Damn, loan to value gets shown in my face. Ah! What did I do? I transferred to divisions. Not only did I separate liability, but I got off that loan to value problem on my personal credit. By the way, your paycheck, it should be basically a break even. From their corporations, you know they don't pay any tax until after they pay all the bills, and your little paycheck is offset by your taxes of your house. So if you want to pay zero tax like Amazon did on $10 billion, or even $1 trillion, hell you can. But instead you pay tax more than they do. Now don't say loophole, because it doesn't exist. They're doing what they're allowed to. They pay gallon of gas and tax too, and basically property tax too. But they got so much damn money, there's 3 of them that have their own spaceship. Going to the moon, whee! They gotta write that off too, by the way. And the next one's got his own spaceship too. Wow, you want to ride? $500,000 too. But again, what can I say? Ultimate goal. They're only doing what they're allowed to by the Internal Revenue Service that says corporations don't pay tax or they make a profit, which they can't seem to change that because they're a corporation too. So we get to play if you want to learn, or you can complain, or you can join the club. And you could be winning the battle too. But again, this is up to you. Carl here, between a $1.2 billion in the damn Bank of America, paid no tax because borrow money's not taxable. Isn't that fun? Now, let's say you want to replace your income or add to it. All you have to do is listen. We take a car like this up to $100,000, $50,000 off the car. What the hell? Payment $612.26. I get to write it off too. No interest for 18 months. So I'm going to loan $10,000 to 5 people. I'm going to put a second on their house. I'm going to file a homestead blocker and a UCC Machado mortgage. I invented that 36 years ago too. Which if you're an expert in real estate, you have no idea what I'm talking about because you're not really an expert. Sorry. I only had $841 million in real estate for the corporation before my coma. I was going to hit $1 billion that year, but what can I say? After paying the card, I got $2,449 for positive cash flow per month. So cash flow free at my time. I wrote in my book 40 years ago too. All right, and then we got what? $5,000, $10,000. Do you know in 7 weeks or less you can take money, loan it out, and create a cash flow under a corporation too? But that's up to you. I'm going to call it cash flow free per time. It's one of my original books 43 years ago. I know someone else kind of used it too, but that's okay. Warren Buffett, Mr. Buffett's father too, every business they got for free. How do they do that? Because borrow money is not taxable. And then they transfer stock. There's no taxation to that too. So he got 100 plus companies, and you know what on top of that? He literally has and owns his favorite 10 ketchup, Geico, Coca-Cola, American Express, Duracell, Dairy Queen, See's Candy, and Bridger, and for let alone, you want to play too? That's how I brought in $2.6 billion in 26 under corporate structure. Hell, why not? You can learn to play too if you want to. All right, tomorrow I got classes starting at 7 a.m. in the morning all through the day live. I don't like pre-recorded crap. My last class in the afternoon is divisions, subdivisions, and division of you. Won't that be fun? But at the end of the day, maybe you just want the 750 score. Okay, I'll block any garbage you got. I'll build you some credit right away and rebuild you too. Tear it apart. Office is $9.98. I give half price on a webinar with me. No cases past 180 days. Average case is 90 days. Saturday, 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time too. Education analyzation. But again, I'm going to hand you a $1,000 cash Visa card. And you can do this at $4.99 if you Zelle during the webinar. If you don't, let the office know, $9.98, you're willing to pay too. I got to pay them commission. 750 credit score. And that's step number 15. Now, you Zelle, bank transfer deposit. How hard is that to do? Simple. Now, on Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. in the morning, like tomorrow, I have a setup for corporation class. And I know one guy said, I know everything, Ray. I said, after going to the class, he goes, Ray, I didn't know shit. I told you that before you went to the class. You didn't know shit. Oh, well. So we're going to do a corporate setup class. I'm going to do the work for you, but you got to tell me what you want to name it, what venue, what type you want to. Put you to level 1. We got to set up the division, show you step by step how to do that too, and buy at wholesale price. Now, this is on Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for 30 days. You can go to either one or both. I want you to put the information here. See, today you're hearing things you've never heard before. Wait till you get the workshops too. You're going to really learn how to play. Now, if you got a corp, I'll build that one. If not, I'll give you a starter package. Because I got to get you from kindergarten to college right away. Starter package for millionaire. Credit rebuilding, wrapper, rescore, articles, also tax ID, set up level 1. 30 days. The office sells this for about $2,000. The average corp is $1,800 right now. But then they'll give you anything with it anyway. I'm going to give you $10,000 of cash credit. Is that okay with you? If I give you some bonus cash credit, and the office charges $2,000, usually gives you $5,000 of credit. How about I whack it in half, and during this you get it for $9.99 if you Zelle during the webinar, and I give you $10,000 of credit. And then you're going to go, I want more credit, Ray. Then get the Mainers in the Making program. It comes with $25,000 of credit. The office is usually $5,000. And what happens with me? I give you half price at $2,499. Isn't that fun? And all you had to do is Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, and we do it right away. And we get to start billing you starting today. Wow! Now you got to understand, you can incorporate you since you're 18 years old. You can do a corporation or a division, or you can run in conjunction too, or do nothing at all. That's star at number 16, by the way. Ultimate goal, all right, get what? Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini? So the debts on a corporation offset the taxes? Why, no. That's why no company ever makes any friggin' money. They break even and do the pension plan, annuities, and everything else too. Today, you get a paycheck. Oh, goody for you. It's taxed. You get the leftover. Then you pay the payment, gas, registration, insurance too. Why don't you say no? But that's up to you. I mean, here's the LP640 right there. There's the keys. Boom, boom, boom. You know, when I have a bad day, I just get in a company car, turn on the engine, and I feel good. Boom, boom. I bet you'd feel good too. But this is up to you. Step number 17, by the way. So today, I'd like you to verify that I'm factually verifiable. I want you to get your own SS4. Equals 1120. It says banking and credit purposes right in front of you. And from there, it's simple. It's IRS public record, number 18. All you got to do is go to irs.gov and download an SS4 form, unless you want to still be a duck. Quack, quack, quack. Now, I love the United States of America. I really do. Every game I've ever played, I master the rules. I don't like to win, so I'll master them and beat everybody at every game. When I was a kid, nobody wanted to play with me. But I don't want to lose. The United States of America Incorporated, they set up 50 corporations. Damn. Oh, by the way, they're called cities. And then the cities set up the corporations called cities. The corporate state set it up, the cities. So between the state, the corporate government, and the divisions, which are cities, they have their line of defense too. What can I say? You haven't set up yours, that's why you bring the pain home. What can I say? It's just the truth. See, they even planned the problem. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act, public record too. So if they want to bankrupt the debts of a city, they can and stay in business today. And you're we the people. But again, that's up to you too. You know, Nixon took the gold standard out in immediately every hospital, which federally mandated that every woman who delivers a baby within 3 hours or less must sign the SSN form for the baby, so they can bond the baby and put some more money. The baby's not getting out of the hospital walking out. The baby can't, unless it's on that commercial. By the way, you can't go in the stroller, the car seat can't go home unless they sign the SSN form. Right, mamas? See, online, I'm sorry, there are websites say you don't need to guarantee. What a bunch of BS. To get cash cards, cash lines of credit, supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, gas cards too, you got to be a qualified CFO. That's just the truth. And if you're looking at the trade line crap, please look at the Fair Lending Act first. I don't want to visit in prison. Now, corporate credit is a write-off. Line of credit too. So you can finance that business and write off as you grow the business too. Division screws up, write that off too. But you never had to bring the pain home. As long as you learn the line of defense too. But that's up to you. All I know is I can turn everyone into a millionaire. I can get everybody a 750 score. It's pretty easy to do. Been doing it for 43 years, winning the battle. Now let's talk about your house today. You did use Ray's rules to buy the house, right? Escrow, close, homestead, put it in trust? Or you didn't do that? So when they sue you today, they take it away, and if you die, you get stuck into probate, and your family got diddly squat because you're not paying attention today? Amazing. When you fix up a property and you hire that contractor, and they hire the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot, good workers, if they slip and they cut corners and they sue you and they want to take everything you got to, maybe you'll listen today if these are turned on and you'll take the divisions, you'll quickly link properties to divisions. How about an assignment of equity too? I just want to make sure at the end of the day they get diddly squat. Hell, why not? But again, you like bringing the pain home, right? I like irrevocable trust. You might want to check that out too, but that's up to you. All I know is that's number 19. You see, some of you today are playing peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Now, I don't want to pay tax. Oh, stop it. Corporations don't pay tax till you make a profit. If you hypothetically screwed up in the past, go to irs.gov, Download a form called 656 433 A and B. Get all that free money and get your butt back in the system today. Step number 20. It's easy to do. Now, when you fix up a property, do it my way, please. I don't spend my money. Why would I do that? That makes no sense. I'll set up my divisions to buy from the manufacturer, save up to 70%. I don't have to spend or pay anything for 30 to 60, 90 days anyway. I'm using their money. Why not? Because I'm allowed to. The escrow closes. Now that pays off the debt. Now I get up to $200,000 left over. Man, don't piss it away. Listen carefully. All right, ladies, I'm sorry. Men always piss it away. Women usually don't. So, raise rules, leverage some money. Borrow money's not taxable. Line of defense. Isn't that fun? Now, this is step 21. Let's go blackjack. So, we got to make you the qualified CFO. Borrow money's not taxable. Wow, we can be winning the battle since you're 18 years old, too? What can I say? Here's my office before the comma, Reynolds University. You see, the bank would be there almost every day going, I have locations around the globe doing up to $1 million a day too, helping people like you. But the bottom line is simple. When you don't have money in the bank, you don't have a pot, you know what? The bank doesn't know your name. But it's really weird. The banks borrow up to times 10 from the feds and loan back 5 to you. All right? It's simple. Leveraging money, raise rules. See, that money from that escrow, with me, I would have showed you how to get it up to $3 million. And I would say, go buy a McDonald's with, all right? All right, remember, borrow money's not taxable. Free money, whee, get a McDonald's during the pandemic too. Oh well. At the setup class, I want to show you what I believe you should have as a setup company. It's a management company. Line of defense. So the divisions become the ducks. Quack, quack, quack. So the bottom line is rich and famous people, banks, cities, and grocery stores do it too. You can do it too. Can you write down the 3-step, please? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Can't save the peace. What am I going to do? Go boo-hoo? We're going to bankrupt the peace, keep the good pieces, and never bring the pain home. Why the hell would I bring the pain home? That's called stupidity. That makes no sense at all. So we get divisions and tax IDs. We get to have fun. That's step 22. Ultimate goal, what are you willing to lose? Have you brought the pain home? They tend to sue corporations and pierce the veil. Divisions are cheap, but I want world peace too. In other words, I don't have any intent to screw up. But if a division screwed up, I'm going to go get another one and another one too. Hey, rich and famous people, banks and grocery stores and cities can do it. I can do it too. By the way, this way you always become what? Checkmate. You're the winner. Wow. Step 23. There's a Lamborghini in the building. Say the Reynolds University too. Reach the dream, think, and be the impossible? Hell, why not? I was born in a taxi, used and abused as a kid, and if I can do this, you can do it too. It's called raise rules. But I make millionaires every day. You want to be one? Let me know. It's simple. 14th Amendment turned corporations into people. The United States of America Incorporated has 50 states corporations, and the states set up their cities corporations too. They have their line of defense, but you're so past due at setting your line of defense, you brought the pain home. Why? Well, we get you started right away. Ultimate goal, you could be winning the battle if you want to. All I know is today, don't have joint credit. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, put it in a trust, raise rules. All corporations should have up to $1 million of credit. Why? Because it's a write-off. Whee! Divisions should be every division for every property. Franchise, current business, mastering the line of defense using raise rules. And then you get stuck with me. Isn't that fun? But again, that's step 24. One more to go. Ultimate goal today, your last chance to play with me directly. And on top of that, you get to Zelle for the bonuses I'm offering too. So if all you want is a $750, it's simple. There's even a class to learn more on Saturday, educationalization, if you want. All right, from there, no case past 180 days. And I give you a cash Visa gift, no, not gift card, cash Visa card. And then it's $1,000 and you only pay $499 if you Zelle during the webinar. And you get a 750 score. And there's the Zelle, there's the bank transfer deposit too. No more excuses for you. Now, if you want me to have the starter package corporation, credit rebuilding, rapid rescore, articles, also tax ID, set up in level 1. And I'm going to hand you $10,000 in credit. Is that okay? The office tends to want to charge you $2,000 and give you $5,000. I'm going to cut it in half on the webinar for $9.99. Give you 10 times money back to you, 10,000 of credit. Now, if you want 25,000, it's the millionaires in the making. Same goodies, but the credit's 25,000 versus 10. The office sells that for 5,000. Discount on a webinar is $2,499 now. You have wasted thousands on crap. Now I'm going to hold your hand and do most of the work for you anyway. Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. See, we got to stay safe and strong. The world's going crazy today too. But we got to do our best while Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Your next step, simple to get to the next step for me, is step 25. Zelle, bank transfer, deposit now. But if you don't, call 800-510-3338 right away. See what they're going to offer you too. It's all up to you as well. Remember, 800-510-3338. We got to do our best all through the day. Let God do the rest. And never forget, God loves us all.